So I haven't gone live in forever because I hate it. I hate going live. I hate being on video. I don't really care too much for pictures, but I realized I neglected telling part of the story that I promised to tell everybody. So I'm live today, and I'm sitting about, I don't know, 600-700 feet up on South Mountain Ridgeline Trail. And right now we are at about 156 miles that I've hiked for the year. And this morning I certainly didn't want to do it. I didn't want to hike, but I've got 44 miles to go until I hit 200 miles for the year. And I had to force myself to do it. You know, the holidays have been really hard for the past 5 or 6 years because my grandmother's passed. And, you know, this year I'm baking sweet potato pies, and last year I promised my grandfather, who passed away on September 22nd, a sweet potato pie that I never got to give to him because I had sepsis all through December and January and February before I ended up with the brain infection in February of this year. So we had brain surgery February 26th of this year for an infection that has a 70% mortality rate. Most people that have the infection that I had typically don't make it. And as a result of the sepsis and everything, I lost both my breasts in April. So we've had 3 breast reconstruction surgeries and really tried to push through everything. And still we've managed to hike as much as we've had. And today was just not a day that I really felt like hiking. It was just not what I was feeling. I've been frankly depressed. I've been struggling. It's been hard. But I haven't been obedient to sharing the story, to sharing the journey, to sharing everything that's been going on and what I've been going through. But here I am. I'm up here on South Mountain, and here I'll show you guys the view. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful out, you know, since the rains. And we're here, and I had to remind myself repeatedly. It took me an hour of reminding myself that if I can climb the mountain, I can move it. If I can climb the mountain, I can move it. And here we are. We're about 2.5 miles up the Pima Canyon Trail at one of the summits of Ridgeline at South Mountain, and it's beautiful. So I decided to go live and share my journey with you guys because I haven't been doing so. Haven't been telling you the ins and outs of the backside of all of this because from what I'm told, I guess I make it all look easy. But it's not. It's difficult. It's a struggle. And, you know, we're still putting one foot in front of the other around here. We're still making it happen. Somehow we're still sitting at the top of a mountain, even though just shy of 3 weeks ago we had another mini stroke, which is the second one we've had in the last year and a half. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. So far, in spite of it all, we've made 18 pies for I don't even know how many people this year, and blessed a few households and shared what we're able to do. But we're making it happen. So I guess this is my life, my testimony, my journey, me being candid and honest with you that no, none of this is easy. This moving the mountains thing it's not easy. Putting one foot in front of the other is hard as hell. It hurts. It hurts. You know, some days you don't even want to take a step, but I've had a really great support system. A lot of y'all have really poured into me, blessed me on the journey, you know, lifted me up, kept encouraging me. A lot of you talk to me in the midnight hour when I can't sleep. And several of you brought me food, took care of me, cooked for me, everything else, you know. We're past the stroke for now. The shoulder's still hurting, still some chest pains, but we're doing okay. The girls are doing great. And we got 40 days to hit 44 miles. And in spite of brain surgery, 26 staples in my head this year as we're bringing it to a close, I ran a 5K. I have hiked, after today, close to 160 miles. I think 160 miles. We have about 35 left when I finish today, with 40 days left in the year. So we're definitely going to hit 100 miles. 200 miles rather. Last year, in spite of everything, in spite of being sick, in spite of having sepsis for the better part of 3 months, I was able to hike 140 miles last year. So this year we're going to make sure that we kill this 200 miles hiking on these trails, because Arizona is so beautiful. And we did some hiking in San Diego and have made some amazing things happen. I will tell you that brain surgery is much easier than going through a breast reconstruction, both mentally and physically. It is far easier to have brain surgery than to go through all of that. Far less painful. But we've done it, we've made it, we're on the other side. And now we're just dealing with the everyday symptoms of having a brain injury, of having 15 different brain surgeries, 5 in 5 years, and the brain loss that comes with it, the strokes that come with it, the blood flow, the scar tissue, and all of that. But we're still moving mountains. Like all of us, we're still moving mountains together, separately, or not. We're making things happen. You know, I appreciate everybody that showed me love this morning, because I'm telling you, I was to the point of tears. Like, I'm not getting on this mountain today. I don't feel like it. I want to go back to bed. And when I get down this mountain today, I'm going to be baking about another 18 pies this weekend before I head to Tucson to deliver pies and spend some time with a few people and some family members. But I really pray that everybody out there is doing well. I pray that everybody's safe. I know there was an accident on the 51 that had 20 cars involved in it. So I hope that all of y'all are doing well. And I think each and every one of you that's followed me on this journey, we're pretty close to, I think, about 300 days. You know, I did 213 days straight with a post of exactly what was going on, how it felt, what it was like. But a lot of the things I didn't tell you behind the scenes were all the new scars that I had. Everything that I was going, you know, I looked like a stabbing victim at one point, and it was really hard. And some days, you know, I look in the mirror and I still see it, but we've made it through, we've pushed through. This year's coming to an end. I know a lot of people are figuring out what they're gonna do for the next year, and I haven't really made those decisions yet, but we're putting one foot in front of the other. And again, here is the beautiful views at the summit on Ridgeline here at South Mountain on the Ahwatukee side. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I hope that you can, and I hope anything that I've gone through, something, if it's one nugget, has helped somebody to just keep pushing forward, keep picking them up, putting them down, just putting one foot in front of the other. And grateful that today I was able to say, you know what, if I can climb the mountain, I can move it. And here I am, sitting at the top of the mountain. Y'all have a good day.